You gotta book like a boss.
You gotta book like a boss.
And we are live. Okay. First of all, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. A couple of things before we get started. Yep, working from home. Sorry, could not get to my office. As you can imagine, things are pretty hectic all around the world. But I didn't want to cancel this. I wanted to do the best job we have. So I don't have the best camera. I don't have, the best mic. I don't have my setup that I usually have in my office. But we're going to make the best of it, as we try to do with everything these days. First of all, thank you everybody for coming, for joining us. If you just type in California, yes, I was about to ask, where are you guys from? Just to get a good idea of our audience. Thank you, Michael. Houston, nice. Edmonton, Rochester, Eastern Washington. Awesome. Another Houston, Kansas City, Tennessee, Cincinnati, London, Ontario, Rochester, Indiana, Toronto. Very nice. So awesome. We got a nice group of people. And I wanted to, the reason I wanted to do this demo is because we at Book Like a Boss have been making a lot of changes to the software, all for the better. And what happens is that, if you watch all our training videos, a lot of them will seem outdated because we made so many changes, but we weren't able to update all the videos because, you have to do a bunch of updates and you can't just redo the videos every single time you do one update. So what I wanted to do is sort of give an overview of the software itself, go through all the different features, make sure you guys, understand everything works, and then answer any questions. And I think that would be the best way to get this party started. So first of all, everybody can hear me okay and see me okay? One thing, if you're having any issues, try to log into Chrome. I know in a previous event, Chrome seems to work best. So if you're having any issues, definitely use Chrome if you can. And no Windows 95, it's just not going to work. Okay, everybody can see me. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we will get started. Hold on. Okay. All right, so we're going to go into the Boss dashboard. Problem is, how do I do this so that you can see the dashboard, but I could see what's going on? Because I usually have two screens, which I don't have the luxury of right now. Let me see what to do. Let me just try something. See if this works. No, it's still the same thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to see your comments, but I have great news. We have a special guest with us today. A lot of you may know her, Alana Hiller. She is on our she is our head of customer success. You may have had contacts with her. So Alana is here, and she'll be answering questions through the chat, and she'll be keeping track of any questions so that we can get to them at the end of the presentation. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat because I'm just going to dive in, and we're going to just go through everything now. Okay, so that's done. Alana, you know what? If there's any issues, I'll keep my WhatsApp on. Just WhatsApp me because I'm not going to know if there is or not. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing what I want you guys to realize, let me see, sorry, one more thing I want to try to minimize because you don't need to see me, you need to see the screen. So I'm going to turn off my video. Let's see if I do that. Hold on. Unfortunately, the internet has also been very shaky for the last few days. Okay, I don't know how to do that. There we go. Okay. Okay. So first thing I want you guys to do is that one of the big changes we came out within the last month or so is skins. So I'm going to be giving this demo, but I want to make sure that everybody is using the updated skin, which is called Modern Light. And to do that, just make sure you click on Modern Light, click Update, and that'll bring you to the new skin, which gives you the new look and feel that we came out with that really has been blowing people away. It's really been fantastic, and it just gives it a whole new modern look and feel that people really love. So that's the first thing I want you to do, and we're going to give it the rest of the demo looking at this page. So if you want to follow along, if you want to check out this website, this is like our demo page we use just to create videos and stuff. You go to blab.ws, and you can see this page in action, everything that we're going to be going through on this demonstration. Okay, but this is what the page will look like ultimately. I didn't want to begin from scratch because then it would just take too much time to build, so we're going to be using this as our demo. So let's go back to the dashboard. And yeah, Alana said the video is still on, but I made it smaller, right? Hold on, let me see if I can turn it off. Oh, you know what? I'll do it. Hold on. Turn your camera off. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Alana. Okay, so we're going to go to profile details. And obviously, this is pretty easy. We tried to see one of our goals in creating a book like a boss was to make it as simple and easy as possible. You don't have to know anything about technology. And that was one of the big differentiators between us and some of our competitors out there. They wanted to make things very smooth, very easy to use. Like even Wix, drag and drop. It could take you hours and hours to build your page, and we didn't want you to have to do that. We wanted you to have a beautiful website, a beautiful web page, unlimited landing pages to sell your services and take bookings without all the technology headaches. So the profile details is we put in your name, title, about me text. This is the sidebar. We put in sidebar information, which you can see over here. That's what shows up over here. And again, you could put links if you have a different website you want to send people to. You could do that by putting links in the sidebar. Of course, you want to choose your time zone and your currency. I believe we work with 23 different currencies now. And locale is very important because depending on which locale you choose, how it displays the date and how it displays the time will be based on your locale. Public email address. This is when we send out an email, and a lot of people have asked this question. When we send out an email through our system, what's the reply to email going to be? So this is going to be your reply to email. When somebody replies to an email, it's going to go straight to whatever email address you put here. Now, you put in your cell phone number here. This is because those of you that have SMS included with your package. So SMS, in order for you to get reminders, SMS reminders, you need to put in your cell phone number here. Otherwise, you won't be able to get pinged when you have meetings that are coming up. Now, if you have an assistant or someone else on your team that you want to receive an email notification when there's a new booking, so you just put in whatever additional emails you have over here. Like Ann is Steve Smith's assistant. So whenever there's a booking, both Steve and now Ann will get a booking email notification. Favicon, that's that little thing over here, right there. You put that in. Now show the contact me button. So as you see on the page, we have a contact me button, and people can contact you. We have a whole messaging system that's built into the platform, right? Where people can easily send you a message, and you can manage your messages through the platform. Sometimes people, they don't want to use a messaging system. They want to use just their email address. A lot of people don't want to just put their email address on their website because of spam issues. But if you don't want that button to show, just unclick that. Make sure you click save at the update at the bottom, and then the button won't show anymore. And then you have up to 8 different social media links that you're able to put in that can show your company, your YouTube channel, a different website if you want, etc. Just gonna click update, even though we didn't really change anything. And that's over here, these social media icons. Now let's go into your profile photos. And we really have 2 main photos. One is this background image, which you see over here. And the other is your profile photo, which is over here, right? You have, even though you have unlimited landing pages, but you only have 1 profile photo, there's certain things you can't change on a per page basis. The background, this image you can, and I'll show you how to do that when we go into appointments and packages. I'm just gonna check my WhatsApp to see if Alana messaged me. Okay, no. And the profile photo, so your profile photo will stay the same no matter how many packages, how many pages you create. And obviously, just click on it to change it if you want to. It'll bring up, a folder. You'll be able to choose. And let's go into gallery. Gallery, we did something really nice over here in the new gallery. You could upload up to 10 pictures, and that shows up on the bottom of the page. Here, I'll show, actually, there's an easy way to jump to it now. You see over here, just click gallery, and it'll take you right to there. Boom. And the gallery is a lot nicer in this skin. Now you could put pictures of your diplomas. You could put pictures of you with some of your clients, or just your favorite sports team, whatever you want. Put those pictures there. People could scroll through them. You just add them here, and you can drag and drop for whatever order you want. Click here to add photos. Again, very simple. It's a lot of fun, actually. Okay. And you don't have to save. This automatically saves. Skins we went through already. Text, colors, and fonts. So there's going to be 2 things here. One, we have what's called global settings, and then you have like individual settings. Global settings is going to be what it means, global, across everything. Unless you change it, this is going to be the default settings, right? So default page font. I'm going to let you choose different fonts, for your site. The About Me section color, right? I try to do everything in color coordinated, so that just has a nice theme. But you could choose your color themes to make it look really nice. And you could play around with this. You could put in the exact color code so it matches your brand exactly. And everything on the page, you could choose the Contact Me color button, testimonial section, the FAQ section, all the different sections. You can choose whatever colors you want. Confirmation email. So the emails also that go out, confirmation emails, reschedule emails, also those you could choose whatever color you want, cancel the emails, etc. And social icons color. You see here it's green. So when you mouse over, it's the green look. And then now you could also change the text of the different section headers. So for example, if you see here, this is about me, right? So if you want it to be about us or about Steve, right? So you want to make it a little bit more third person. And then we'll just update that. View the page. So you see it changes to about Steve. One thing that I should have mentioned before is that if you don't want to have an about Steve section or about me section, if you leave out the text over here, and let's go back to profile details for a second. If you leave this blank, then the about me section won't show up. Some people don't want to have it. They want to go straight to the other stuff. So if you don't want to have an about me section at all, just leave it blank, and then nothing will show up in that section. Let's go back to text, colors, and fonts. right? So you can change every section. Has the default text over there. If you want to put instead of testimonials, you want to put reviews, you could do that. All this stuff can be changed. And then on mobile also, at least on Classic Skin, we allow you to change the text. So it's going to be moot for this. And details button, you can change that to whatever you want. As you know, the software is optimized for mobile, for tablets, and for phones, so that it looks beautiful wherever you use it. Okay, so confirmation email messages, reschedule email messages, and reschedule request emails. So in this section is where you put the default messaging that you want to go out. For example, when you have a reminder email message, let's say you want to remind them where the address is. So you could put add here text, and besides the default information that they'll get whatever additional text that you add here. So if it's just a reminder, we moved to our new offices at 525 Broadway, right? So then you'll put that text there, and then when they get the reminder email, they'll see that added text. And same thing with canceled email message. You could or pending email message. Anything you want to add some customized text, you put over here. Offline payment. Let's say you have a choice when you're taking payments to take online payments or offline payments or both. And I'll show you that when we get there. But let's say you take offline payments. So what does that mean? So you can just type in here, cash, or cashier's check. No personal checks, please. All right. So then when you click update, now if someone actually does a payment, pays you, want to pay you in person because they're going to visit you in person, look at that message that, hey, they can't give a personal check, but they can give cash or a cashier's check. People still use cashier's checks. I haven't seen those in a long time. I guess some people use them still. Okay, so that's this section. Now in the footer, depending on what plan you're on, you could customize the footer, you can customize other things. Again, if you're on our top plans, then you'll be able to customize your footer. So over here, so show, hide, login, create your page links. So if you keep that on, then you'll see. Hold on. Over here, this section, or login or create your own page, right? So anybody that sees this page will be able to see this. And if you don't want to show that, you just click that off, boom, and it disappears. Boom, it's back on, that easy. Show or hide social media icons. So this is if you want them to not show up, just click off. You have to save. Yeah, we'll click update, see how that works. And you'll see here that we had them in the footer. Let's see if they still appear in the footer. And nope, they're gone. See that? So if you don't want the social media, if you do want the social media links in there, just keep that on. Copyright and text color, hover color when someone hovers over any links, background color of the bottom of the page. And then you also get 3 text boxes. I'm sorry, get 2 text boxes. And again, this could be links, could just be a thank you message. Over here, I put thank you for visiting my site. Please let me know if I can help you. And then another text box, I put links. And again, you could see that in the footer over here, personal message or links to other sites I may have. Now here you could have, you can either remove the powered by, like a lot of people, if you're part of our partners program, you want to keep the powered by book like a boss, because if anybody clicks on that link and signs up, you will get, you will be able to get commission on any sales that you bring in. So a lot of people want that, but if you're, and you can have different ones, you have a light version, a dark version, you have just the text without the logo, or you could just upload your own logo, and you could just, or nothing, you could have no logo at all. Totally up to you. A lot of people put their own logo over there, and or Powered by Book Like a Boss logo. We have the light one. That's what over here, Powered by Book Like a Boss. Again, you can play around with this. In the footer of the booking emails, when the email goes out, it says in the bottom, Powered by Book Like a Boss. If you want to remove that, we allow you to do that. But again, if someone gets the email, clicks on the link and signs up, and you're part of our partners program, you will be able to get credit for that. But again, just boom, make it very easy, turn on, turn off. Oh, this is Powered by for Slim URL. As you know that we have, that really actually, we should change that. Alana, make a note, that should be light URL, not slim. But we have two versions of every booking you make. Every page you make has two versions of it, a full version and a light version. So you'll be able, this is where you turn on or off. You can put in either your logo, nothing, or Powered by Book Like a Boss in a light version. Should I show you an example of that? Oh, we'll get to it. Actually, we'll get to it in a few minutes. Show hide the Powered by logo in the footer of booking emails. That is what we said before in the emails that go off, and show hide the Book Like a Boss branding in the footer of booking success message. Meaning after somebody books you, they'll get a success message that says, thank you very much for booking me, whatever, and then there'll be a message that says, hey, thank you for, would you like your own booking page, something like that. And again, as long as you have your affiliate ID, and if someone clicks on that and signs up, you'll get credit for those sales. Okay, we're gonna click update. I don't know what changes I made or what it didn't. That's fine. Testimonial section. That's this area over here. By default, we show 2, but people have been asking that they want to show at least 3 on default, so we may change that. That's this section over here. Very simple. First of all, here you can see that there's 3 different ones. You could drag and drop for whatever order you want them in. Oh, no. Lana, I think sent me a message. Oh, no. Question 1, anything that can't be done with new skin that can be done with original? I don't think so. I think you just do more with the original, with the new skins than you can do with the original. But that's a good question. I guess you could drag and drop these. You could edit them, and we're going to cancel. And of course, just you want to create a new testimonial, put in a name, a title, quote, and when you save it, then you'll be asked to upload a picture. Add photo, remove photo will look like this, and that's where you add or remove the photo that shows there. Yeah, so that's testimonial section. You can have as many testimonials as you want, and as a reminder, you could have testimonials. I will get into it. These are all global settings, so you could always show global testimonials, or you could have specific testimonials for different products and services that you offer. FAQ, very similar. That's this section over here. That's how it looks. Open them up. Right, you know your customers. The idea of these pages is to really give your customers everything they need to know in order to book you. And that's what the landing page for bookings is all about, is we want to get you the sale as quickly as possible and answer as many questions as they have. So you know what questions people are going to be asking you. So you can just add them here. Again, you can rearrange them, drag and drop, whatever you want. Of course, you could edit them, and you could delete them just by clicking that, but we're not going to delete that. And of course, you could add as many FAQs as you want. Just put in a question, answer, save, and you're good to go. It's simple. Integration. So we have many different integrations. Zoom is one of our most popular, especially today. We make it very simple. Even the free version of Zoom we integrate with. And we're actually one of Zoom's top 10 apps. So that shows you how popular we are with them. And I'll let you guys, if you want to put in your Google Analytics code, you can do that here. MailChimp is another popular integration that we have. YouTube is where you put in your YouTube ID, and that's where whatever you put in there, whatever video you put, that's what the video that shows up over here on top. If you leave that blank, then there won't be a video. And there won't be a video at all. But if you want to put in a YouTube video, that's where you put it over here. And whenever you see a little question mark, you can just mouse over and you'll get more details on it. All right, because you want to put in just the ID. You don't want to put in the whole link. Actually, I think the whole link works now, but if it doesn't, just put in the ID. Okay, Google Analytics. You want to see who's coming to your Book Me pages. Just as another third-party application we work with, popped in Facebook. Facebook comments. That's this section over here. Oh, actually, I didn't connect it's not connected to my Facebook page. But if you have, actually no, it should still work. Hold on. Oh, actually, I think that's one difference in the new skin and the old skin, is that we don't allow Facebook comments in the new skin. Oh, yes, we do. I just made that up. The power of live video conferencing. Okay, so yeah, that's we do have the Facebook widget over here for people to put comments, and you can display up to 5 comments, or you could change that to however many comments you want to show. Dub is another great integration where you could actually, if you have a Dub account, you could put Book Like a Boss into Book Like a Boss calendars into the Dub application, call page, and Facebook Pixel if you want to track people that come to your site and target emails to them, etc. Target Facebook ads to them, etc. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Of course, with connected with Zapier, which gives you thousands of apps. Those of you familiar with Zapier. So we give you different apps that we've set up for you. We're going to be doing an upgrade to our Zapier apps and connections and try to make this more robust in the coming months. But those of you that are familiar with Zapier, we are directly integrated with them. Messages, that's where I showed you before, the messaging system. When someone creates a message, you'll see them over here, and you can delete them, or you can respond to them, see them, say thank you, send, and now you have the flow of the conversation. Okay, that's messages. And okay, now we're getting to booking schedule. So this is also default because you're able to change this on an individual package or service or appointment basis. But let's say if you're closed on Sunday, so you're not going to have any hours. Let's say you are open on Sunday, then you could say, well, my hours on Sunday are 9 to 5. You could drag and drop. You could say, no, it's only 9 to 2, and then maybe you want to work at nights also for an hour. So you could put that, let's say, till 9:30, and you want to start it at 8:30. All right, so you can keep it like that. And now you don't have to update, it automatically saves. And you can do that for every day of the week. If you're closed on Saturday, you don't have to put in any hours. And again, like 9 to 5, 65 to 11. You can play around with that to set up your global default. Now, what this means is if you don't have this set up, no appointments are going to show up because you have not set up any times when you're able to be booked. So these are sort of the boundaries of what times you're able to be booked. And let's go to the calendar section, very important section. Okay, so this calendar will show you all your bookings that you have, and also any calendars that you're integrated with. It should show what's happening over there, and you can add calendars just by clicking on this, and you're able to reintegrate with Google Cal, iCloud, Office 365, Exchange, and Outlook. Again, I'm not going to do this, but just click on whichever ones you want to connect to, and you can connect to as many as you want. And that's how you do that. And you could choose, when you connect your calendars, you'll see you'll be able to choose which calendars you want connected to any specific appointments or not. And you could also decide whether you want to bring in appointments from other calendars you're connected to, or you don't want to, or just book like a boss events will show up on your personal calendars. We push both ways. And of course, see the month, week, or day. Again, this is a demo account, so I don't really have any bookings. Now we have something called time off event. So you could choose, let's say, vacation, because we all need that right now. And we'll just choose, let's go, we'll just choose, so we see it. Let's say we're going on vacation on Tuesday, and we're going to end it on Friday, add time off event. So now your calendar will be blocked off for those days. And that means nobody will be able to book you during those days. So that'll just block it off from your calendar. And then you'll see that up here, and you can edit it if you need to. Let's say you're extending your vacation, just do that. Boom, update time, and now it's extended. Or if you want to delete it, say, you know what, I can't go on vacation, click OK, and I'll just remove it. And now those dates will be open for you to take bookings again. Okay, now the fun stuff. Appointments. Now, appointments are very similar to packages. The difference between appointments and packages is that appointments are only for booking meetings, whereas packages, you're actually selling something, or even giving away something like a PDF or different product. But this is really just for appointments of different meetings. Very popular. So let's say to do a free 15-minute call. So first of all, you can drag and drop these to put in whatever order you want, and you'll see them over here, right? These tabs will bring up the calendars for those for whatever appointment you're working on, whatever appointment that you have. So for example, free 15 minutes, and you'll see here that we have the light version, the full version. Okay, so before we even get into editing, I'll show you that you could click on here and they'll just open up the link. And this is the light version. You see up here it says light. So the light version basically takes away all the noise around it. So if you want people just to focus on a specific appointment, or it's somebody that already, a current client, they don't need to see all your testimonials and stuff because they're already a client of yours. You just want them a booking appointment. So very clean. Pick the calendar, pick the dates, pick the times. And as you see here, it's powered by Book Like a Boss. That's what I meant before, or you can put your logo in there as well if you want. You could also just click on here and that'll copy it. Or if you want to see the full version, so what we did with these new skins, and with another new feature we added, was just full customization. As you can see, you're able to change this background image, and you could change testimonials and FAQs, or you could decide to put in different sections or not that are geared specifically to this free 15-minute call, which is very powerful because you really can focus and tell people, why you want this specific meeting, what they'll benefit from that meeting. But let me show you how to edit that. So I'm going to go in here, so you could either edit it, duplicate it, or delete it. Now what I do is that I set up like a free 15-minute call, or I'll set up a 30 minutes call, just a standard 30-minute call, and I'll just walk you through it. We'll just add an appointment. We'll call it 30-minute call with Steve, right? Description 30 minutes together. discuss your project, whatever it is. Duration, you're going to want to choose not hours because you say 30 minutes, so we're just going to choose 30 minutes. Padding is how much time, again, we have these information buttons you can look at, but how much time you want in between being able to be booked from before or after a meeting. So if someone books this 30-minute call with you, that you may not want anybody to book you, let's say 30 minutes before that meeting, because then you want to be able to have proper time 30 minutes before to prepare for that meeting. So you want to have some sort of padding in between. Maximum cutoff days, that means if you leave it blank, then someone could book you till 2030, right? But let's say you don't want to take bookings more than 14 days after 14 days, so you just put 14, and now on your calendar, nobody will be able to book you for those 14 days. And intervals, how do you want it to show up? I'm going to do it every 30 minutes. Maximum participants, so if you have group bookings as part of your plan, so you may want to do I don't know, like a team call or something, or allow multiple people onto a call, onto a Zoom call. So you could put that to 10. And but if you do that, then you can't look busy, because look busy feature allows you, like, this was a big request from people, that sometimes, you know, you want to be able to take appointments, but you don't want to look like that you're always available every half hour of the day. So if what you do is you put in, let's say, 50%. That means that 50% of the time it won't show up that you're available. So instead of looking like you have 30 spots available during the day, it only look like you have 15 spots available, and you could change that number. But if you have multiple participants, that's not going to work, because everybody's got to be able to book for that same time. Cutoff, make sure you have adequate time to prepare for a new booking. So for example, it's like a 4-hour cutoff, you won't be able to be booked within 4-hour warning, meaning that let's say you need at least a day to prepare for anything. So if you put in 1 day, that means nobody could book you within 24 hours. So they can only book you 24 hours ahead, right? But let's say you don't need that much time, but you do need, let's say, 6 hours advance notice. Just put that. Cancel and reschedule period. A lot of people had requested that people can't, we have a way to cancel and reschedule appointments. But a lot of people say, you know what, I don't want that. I need to know at least a day in advance if they're going to cancel. If not, I'm going to charge them a fee, and I can make that clear in the bookings. But they can't cancel your schedule if it's within a day, and definitely, you know, you don't want people canceling your scheduling if it's within, 5 minutes. I mean, that's like ridiculous, right? So you want to put in something here, depending on how flexible you want to be with your time. But it could be, you want at least an hour or so. Okay, success messages after someone books you. So here you could put, like, thanks so much. Right now, if you're, I look forward to discussing your project. Okay. Now over here you have, and you can put in links here. You could, if you wanted them to prepare or anything like that, you could send them somewhere else. Any message you want to give them after they complete the booking. Now redirect URL. After they make the booking, maybe you want to send them to a thank you page, or you want to send them to a free gift. So that's a redirect URL. Auto redirect means it'll skip the success message. So if you just wanted to go after they make the booking, you want them automatically to go to, let's say, a form they need to fill out or somewhere else, then you could just, and you want to skip the success message and send them somewhere else, just auto redirect whatever URL you put here. Hide is very important, because sometimes you may create an appointment that you don't want to show up on your main Book Like a Boss page. Oops. All right, so it's because several times you may have a you may have appointments or projects or and products and services that you don't want to allow people. You don't want it to show up over here, or in the case of product services over here, but you still want to have them available for people you send the link to. So what you do is you could decide to hide it, but we're going to keep it open. Approval required. This means that before the booking is completed, you'll get they'll get an email. You'll get an email saying, "Hey, this guy wants to book you," and it allows you to approve the time or change it before the booking is sealed. And of course, created meeting in Zoom and Book. So if you're integrated with Zoom, as I showed you before, just click that and it'll automatically set up and send information for the Zoom meeting, including the reminders, which is pretty awesome. But we're not connected to Zoom, or maybe we are. We'll just leave it there. Now, let's click Save Changes. Okay, so now that we save changes, now since I have 3 different calendars connected, I want to decide which calendars I want to save to or check availability based on those calendars. So if I have like my personal calendar, you know, I could, or whatever calendars I have, I can decide if I want to save them and connect them so that they're all integrated. And also that it'll check my personal calendars to see if I have any bookings, if I have another meeting or something, and I don't want to be interrupted. So this happens with every single appointment now. That way you can make sure to connect which specific calendars that you want. Okay, how are we doing on time? 9:12. Wow, so much to go through, but it's important. I want you guys to see the power of what you're able to do here with the software. Check WhatsApp. Hold on, we have another couple of questions. I'm gonna get to the questions at the end of the webinar, so that we keep them all in order. But as long as you guys are still with me, that's awesome. Who's still with me? You guys having a good time? You guys understanding everything? I hope. I can't see the chat, so there we go. Love it, amazing, awesome. Yeah, we really worked hard in this. Thank you guys. It means a lot. We really worked hard to really create something awesome here. And it's only getting better. Really, some really fantastic stuff coming out, including one new thing I'm hoping to get out by the end of this week, but maybe not. But I'm going to tell you about that also. Alana, remind me to tell them about what's coming in the next few days, because that's also going to be pretty awesome. Maybe when I get to our show. Okay, so now that you're creating the so now that you created this meeting, like it's 30-minute meeting, first of all, you could preview it, the light version, the full version, save any changes, right? But and also every meeting appointment that you create and every product service you create, you could customize URL. So by default, it'll just grab what the meeting is called, 30 minutes call with Steve. But I want it to be smoother, so I'm just gonna put 30 in the light and 30 over here. Click save. And now you just have I guess I used 30 before or something else. So it added a -1. You get the idea. You can make cleaner URLs. Now, there are certain things that you're able to change. Now, as you mentioned before, you have global and non-global. So for your title, like let's say you wrote a book, right? So maybe for this appointment, you want to change your title. You're able to do that by clicking global or unclicking global, right? If it's click global, it'll just bring your title as you filled out in the profile details, like the global settings. If you want to override it and put, let's say, author, you could do that and just make sure that's unclicked and save changes. Now, it could be that on this specific appointment, you don't want to show the contact me button. By default, it will show it. But if you click this, now you have the opportunity to turn it off. And now on this appointment page, you could not have the contact me button show. I mean, really cool stuff. And then you could have custom about me text. You can either use the global version or you could put custom text for this specific appointment. And the sidebar text as well, which is the text over here. Again, it could be for whatever reasons. We give you could literally create 1,000 different appointments and pages for every type. I mean, that's a little overkill. I don't suggest it, but you literally can do that. And you're able to show so much of you're able to show, you could customize to such a deep way every single thing. So you really make highly targeted campaigns and pages for people. And cover media, so as I said, you could change the cover photo over here. I think that's actually, this doesn't work. No, so this doesn't work with the new skin. And I'll show you how to add videos though, because we have something, it looks actually a lot cooler, the YouTube videos with the new skin. I'll show you that in a minute. Text colors and fonts, so text customizations, mobile and tab customizations, color customizations, email customizations, everything I showed you before, but now you can do it on a per appointment or per product way. And again, testimonials, if you want to have, you could use the global testimonials, or you can unclick it. If you unclick it and you don't add any, then there won't be any testimonials showing, right, on this page. But if you want to show the global testimonials, you can do that, or you could just add testimonials. Looks a little different when you're doing it on a specific thing. Again, you can use the global settings or turn it off. And we're not going to add it now because I want to get through more. And of course, FAQs, this could be specific. You can use the global FAQs, or you could create specific FAQs for this particular meeting, which is pretty cool. Okay, just a couple more things. Got to show you up here. Now, every single appointment and booking that you create, you can use the global settings, or you can use custom settings. Okay, so that's, remember when we went and we showed you how to create your the booking schedule when you're available. Well, let's say you're a podcaster and you only want to be available for this type of meeting on a certain date and time. So you want to override the global. That's what you do over here. So we're going to use custom settings, and you could set the default availability. So let's say only on Monday from, okay, let's say 9 to 5. Save these settings. Okay, now I show here. So now my default availability. Now you have to be very careful. If you use custom settings, but you don't set availability, nothing is going to show up on your page because you haven't chosen what days and times can show up for, right? Now, let's say you're creating an event and you want this bookings only to be for a specific date and time, a specific date range. So that's what you do over here. Cool. Click here. And let's say it's from Wednesday, March 25th to Tuesday, March 31st. And you could pick, what days and times you're available for that specific event, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna use the global settings just so I don't screw up anything. Save changes. Okay, over here, this is also great. This is custom fields, right? So that right now when someone books you, actually let me refresh that. Here. 30 minutes call. See, that's what we've been working on. All right, so now see how not every availability, because I have it set to 50%. So within my time range, only 50% of the appointments are showing. So normally it would show 12, now it's only showing 6. So by default, everybody's putting their full name and email address. But let's say you want to ask them questions. Let's say you want to know their Skype ID. Let's say you want to know what they're interested in, or ask them any types of questions. That you do over here, custom fields. And we have different types of field box, and you can make any of these questions required or not required, that they have to fill it out, or they can't complete the booking, right? So in a text field, it could be, let's say, what is your Skype ID? And it's text field, you can make it required, because let's say you only, we're not gonna make it required, but let's click save. Boom. Save changes. Again, just to show you how this works, we're gonna refresh the page. Go back to that meeting we were just doing. What is your Skype ID, right? And of course, if there's an asterisk, if you made it required, then it'll tell you that you have to put it in. Pretty awesome. but there are other ones also. Let's say you want to have that, you could add as many, you can make, as many custom fields as you want. Obviously, you don't want to over drag your clients, but there could be some important information you want. Let's say select menu, which I don't know, plan, or let's say, I don't know, what is your budget? Right, and you can make that required, and you can say $100 to 500, 500. You get the idea. So 1,000, 1,000, and up. Right, so you want to get an idea of who your clients are. Click save, and I'll just show you. Let's add another one so you don't have to go through them all. A select menu, a checkbox is, do you agree to our terms and services? Right, make that a required field. Click here to read our terms and services. Right, then what you want to do is you want to highlight that, put a link in here, put in, I don't know, wherever your term services book, like heyboss.com, terms and services. I don't know if that's true, but open in a new tab, insert, save. Now let's take a look, actually, save over here. And we're going to preview this. We'll preview the full URL. And now you'll see what is your Skype ID, what is your budget. So you have to pick which one it is. And do you agree to our terms and services? Click here to read them. Click that. It takes you to that page, which doesn't exist probably in Book Like a Boss, but you get the idea. And makes them click it. And now they have to fill it out in order to complete the booking. And so that's cool. You can do as many of these type of things as you want. In the interest of time, I don't want to go through all of them, but you get the idea. Text field, select menu, checkbox, text area. That's if you want to ask them, hey, can you tell me a little bit, let's say you want to ask them a little bit about yourself, or a telephone number, if you want their phone number. So we'll put that in. Now you put in a telephone number, it's different. What is your number, right? And say, so I can call you. Now I'm going to put this in here because it's important, because this is different than texting. Because if you have SMS text message reminders, that does not go to what number they put in there. That's just for the number for whatever reasons you have. But now when you go over here, and let me just click Save Changes. Now when you set up your reminders, and you set up to 5 reminders, okay? Email reminders and SMS reminders. If you set up SMS reminders for this appointment, then your client will be asked to put in their phone number to get reminders. Now, they don't have to put it in, but if they do put in their cell phone numbers, they'll get SMS reminders of their appointments. And you can say, okay, how long before booking should the email reminder go out? I always do, let's say, 3 days before. And I'm not going to send an SMS 3 days before, because that doesn't make sense. So, but I do want to do an email reminder 3 days before, and I'm going to send it to my client, and I'm going to send it to myself. Click save, boom. That's one. I want to add another one. This one we're going to do a day before. And also we're going to do an email reminder. I'm going to send it to myself and to my client. I'm not going to send SMS, boom, click save. Now, I want to make sure my client really doesn't forget. So now, an hour before the meeting, I want an email to go out, and I want SMS to go out. I want it to go to me and to my client. Click save, boom, save changes. And now your reminders are all set up. We'll just refresh this again in a second. And that's how easy it is to set up SMS reminders. So here, what is your number? So that is, again, so I can call you. You're letting the person know why you want the number. And cell phone number, just enter your cell phone number to receive SMS reminders about this bookings. Now, when somebody puts in their number here, let's say you don't ask them for their phone number, because a lot of people don't want to put in their phone number. But if you do SMS reminders, you don't have access to their phone number. This is a third-party tool we use that we integrate with, make it seamless, but you can only put in, they only put in the numbers that if they put in their own cell phone number, you don't have access to it. It keeps it private, which is something we want to offer to your clients, and it's just use them to get the SMS reminders. Okay. What else did I want to show you here? Hold on. How do we? Oh, okay. Because so now we're just going to go to quickly. We're going to go to products and services. Again, I know the time is going. Apologize. There's so much to cover. So products and so basically what I showed you, it's very similar products and services, except that you have a few options, a few additional options, because now you could start charging. And not only can you start charging, but you could actually add different photos and videos. So then we have this hour coaching. Let me just see what it looks like now. We'll click out the full version. You see how over here, every single product and service you have, you could change this. You could add photos, you could add videos, multiple of them for every product and service, which is very cool. You have a price, how much you're charging for. And again, you can have testimonials, FAQs about this specific product that you created. Okay, so 1 hour coaching. Let's go through it. Again, you could drag and drop these in any order that you want. And this is what shows up. If you go back to the main page, right? If it's not hidden, it'll show up on your main page, and it'll show up over here under products and services. Now, sometimes a person knows, here's the 1 hour coaching. Now, sometimes people want to book you straight from here. They'll just be able to book you straight from here. But because they already know you, they already know that they want to book you, so they could do that. Or they click on details. They click on details, that'll bring them to this page. Now, when they come from the home page, you'll see this arrow here. This arrow will take them back to the home page. Because they came from the home page, we'll send them back to the home page. Otherwise, if you're just sending them the link by itself, right, whatever link you choose, copy and paste that link, then that's not going to have that back button, because a lot of times you don't want them going somewhere else. You want them focused on that specific product that you are trying to sell them, and you don't want to defocus them. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Let's go into editing. I wanted to show, right, duplicate or delete. That's very easy. I just want to show you in duplicating, like I just, with the 30-minute, it's important because I use this so much. So just want to jump back to appointments for a second, because this is a very cool thing I do, right? So I have my 30-minute call with Steve, right? Now, whenever I get another meeting with somebody, or I'm sending them an invitation for a meeting, I make it personal. So what I do is I'll take my default setup that I know I always use. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to keep everything here. I'm going to change this to call between Steve and Jose, right? So now if Jose wants to if Jose contacts me and I want to set up a meeting with him, whether it's on LinkedIn or it's Facebook or whatever, and I want to do a meeting with him, I'm just going to add that appointment. And now I have it, it's all set up, ready for me to go, except now I could customize it. You know, I'm just going to put Jose and Jose here. So now he thinks like I'm trying to impress this guy. He says, wow, he set up a whole page just for me. Call between Steve and Jose, 30 minutes, you know, with Steve and Jose, right? And so everything else is the same. You could change it, you know, let's say for Jose, it's an important meeting, so you want to give him more time. You're going to hide this because this is, now you don't want this to show up because this is a private meeting. So click hide, right? And it's going to be it's going to keep it in Zoom. And the success measures, you can say, thanks so much. And we'll just put Jose. And boom, we're gonna click Save Changes. Okay, now you have, and let's say here, there's a light version. All right, look how beautiful. Now you just did, how long did it take? 1 minute, and now you have a more customized message for Jose, even with his name in the URL, call between that. How awesome is that? It's important to show you because I use this all the time with my meetings to give that personal touch. And then what happens is that after you're done with that call between you and Jose, guess what? All I'm going to do is delete it. Boom. Don't have to worry about it again. And for any meeting I want, I could just duplicate. So that's important. I felt it was important to go back to show you guys that. Is that cool? You guys like that? Let me see what your comments are on that. I'm gonna take actually a drink of water. Okay. Yeah. SMS is included, not in every plan, but it is included in our top 2 plans. And again, just showing you guys how to use this. Okay, going back, we're gonna finish up, or at least try to go a little bit faster because I do want to get the Q&A. So products and services. Okay, so now we have this 1 hour coaching. We're gonna edit it. And again, everything I showed you before, except this time, there are some things that you don't have with appointments that you do have when you're charging money. Right? First thing is, what type of package is this? Is it a service, a physical product, or a digital product? Right? If it's a service, which it is it a calendar-based service? Right? So if yes, then the clients will be able to choose from a calendar a booking option. But if it's not, for example, let's say you do logo design, so it's not based on the time thing, right? So then it won't show them. They'll book you for doing a logo design for $250, but there's no calendar booking to book. So you have different types of bookings, right? And same thing with a digital product, right? A lot of times you're selling a video, or you're selling a PDF or an ebook or whatever it is, especially with digital products. I think I have one set up. Right, and then you choose online or offline payments. As I showed before, we're taking online and offline payments. You put in the description. Everything else is customized, just like we said before. But here is a cool thing I'm going to show you. This is what we're working on now. It's going to come out hopefully within a week. We're going to put it back to service. Now, as we're going to have a new, you guys are the first to hear about this, by the way. This is not, I didn't announce this in the Facebook group. I didn't announce it anywhere. But we're going to have a new thing we're adding here called a one-time event. And what it's going to do is, if you click that one-time event, you'll be able to create, let's say, a Zoom room meeting, or a Facebook Live, or a YouTube Live, or any other type of webinar event that you're doing. And you'll be able to send people, you'll have, they won't be able to choose a date and time. It'll just be like, it'll show you the date and time with a countdown timer to that event. And so now you can send it out to collect bookings and get bookings from people. You know, you see this on YouTube a lot, on Facebook, with my kids just walk in here. Guys, I'm in the middle of a meeting. Yes, with people from all over the world. Please wait outside. Yes, please wait outside, okay? Okay, I'm sorry he hurt you. Okay, guys, very nice. Please go. Carry on. This is live. Oh, man. Yeah, it's great to have the kids at home. I have 8 kids, but they should be asleep by now. Okay, carrying on. Hopefully they won't interrupt. Okay, so what? 2 kids? I have 2 kids now, but I have 8 kids in general. Oh, that's my 2-year-old. Okay. Right. So okay. So we said the one-time event. So you're gonna have like a countdown timer to the event. So it's perfect for webinars, perfect for setting up Zoom rooms and Zoom meetings. And it's coming out hopefully by the end of this week, if not then early next week. And that's going to be an awesome new feature you guys will be able to use. So you'll be able to have a light page just for that event, and it'll have a countdown clock and everything. Okay. Let's keep going. That's product and service. Let me actually, we're gonna go out of here. And yeah, so free ebook. So let's just take a look at how to book like a boss. So I'm gonna show you how this works. Let's just look at the full version here. This is set up as a digital product. It's a great lead generator. All right, this actually works. If you guys want to do it, you know, I'll just put this link in the thing. I feel it'll be night soon. Bite your tongue. Okay. So if you see this link, so that'll take you to that page and see how it works. If you want to give away a digital product in order to start getting leads, so you could do that. Click download now. Just put your name and email address, and then it'll take them automatically to that lead. And guys, please. If you sell, so, and I'll just show you what the setup was on that. You'll see that it's set up the digital product. It was free. You put in 0 as a price, so people don't have to pay. So that way, there's no pay button, and it just boom takes them to that free giveaway. And of course, it's a great way to collect emails. And let's see, sell a book. I don't know if I have this set up. You can sell an autographed copy of your book.
Can you give me your Marco?
And again, you can customize the pictures, the price, buy now, the pay by PayPal, pay by credit card, however you want. And boom.
Tati.
Okay. Let me just see where else we're at. Okay, so another great thing is that we offer coupon codes, and that enables you to give discounts. Let's say there's a slow day or you want to offer somebody a coupon code, they could get a discount. Just click the coupon code. You can put it in, and you can put in the name of this so you can keep track of what it is, what the coupon code actually is, the discount amount, if it's going to be a flat rate like $10 off or a percentage. Discount amount, let's say you're going to give a 20% discount, and you're going to make it available. If you leave it blank, it'll always be available. If you want to have it start and end on a specific date, you can do that as well. So it's time sensitive. Right, and then you could choose which item you want to give the discount for. So you want to give it on the 1 hour coaching, or if you want to give it for multiple products, you could do that, or maybe you just want one for the 1 hour coaching. The order minimum, let's say if it's $20 off, but you guys say, hey, it's got to be at least a $200 order to get that. And how many times you want this coupon to work. You could give a limited time. There's only 10 options available. And hold on.
I need a Marco.
And the max is usage, so let's say you only want it to work for 10 people, and then the coupon expires, make it active or not. And of course, description that you can keep more notes on. Click save coupon. Hi, I have the kids in the room for the last 5 minutes, and I'm live. Okay, that was just calling to tell people. That's the coupons, which works really well. Embeds, if you have an existing website, you want to embed different calendars on different pages. So you could put the name, you could click which points and how to do it. Yeah, and then you can customize the colors to match your website so it looks beautiful there. You could say you want to include 1 or 2 or 3 or however many of the appointment packages that you have. It'll all show up on the one page because you only do 1 embed per page. Works great in WordPress, and you can choose what font it'll look like, etc. And you could show Book Like a Boss branding or not. That's up to you. If you're again on a plan that has that option to remove it, or again if you're in our partners program, which is makemoneylikeaboss.com. Alana, maybe you could put that into the text there. Make money like a boss. So you can sign up for the partners program. And so if you keep that click, so if anybody comes to your website, says Power Book Like a Boss, again, you can earn a commission just by signing that up. Those are embeds. Payment settings. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. So you have Stripe and Square you could choose from right now. We will be adding more in the future, and PayPal. So you could have PayPal and either Stripe or Square. You can't have Stripe and Square. So one of these two and PayPal you could do. And orders is where you see all your different bookings that you've had. And you could delete them from the system. You could look on the details of what they were, etc. Bookings just shows you your calendar bookings, what you have. Those are just time-based bookings. So you know what's coming up. And again, you could dig into the details. And also we made it so that you could reschedule from within your dashboard any booking that you have. Just click on that, choose the date and time you want to reschedule for. Either you could do it and suggest a new date and time, or you can allow your client to do it and just leave a comment, hey, why don't you choose a new date and time because something else came up and that didn't work. So then your client will be able to, or you could choose a specific date and time that you want to suggest. And again, you just put in your reasoning and reschedule booking. A lot of these features have come from feedback from our community because we really listen to you guys. We built this product because, you know, I'm not going to go to the story now, but I built this because I had a need myself with my coaching business. And we really listened to the feedback from our users. And a lot of these things like being able to reschedule has come from our users. So we listen to what you guys have to say. We appreciate all our bosses, as we call you guys. Clients, this is where you get a client list. We're going to be improving this in the future. This is where you have a list of all the different emails from people, and you can export it, which I just did, which I didn't mean to. It doesn't matter because they're all fake. So you can export your email list and your client list. Okay, tutorials. This is where we put in the important videos. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, but this is where you have all tutorial videos, and probably in the next month or two, we're going to be redoing them all so that we just want to get another couple of features before we do that. But you'll get the idea. You can watch all these different videos. If you forgot something I talked about, but it'll show you like how to set up custom domains, how to connect to Zoom, how to set up group bookings, and more. Billing. I think it's just where you put your credit card info so that we can bill you. And account settings. So this is if you want to change your email address, your page URL, you could always change. So I'm using custom domain. So if you're using custom domain, you can't. But if you're using our bookme.name/your name, this is where you'll be able to change it. And you can change it as many times as you want. Just keep in mind that if you change it, that anybody that has your old email, your old URL, will not have access to it anymore. And also, if you change your URL, the Facebook comments on the bottom, if you have that working, it'll sort of start that again from fresh. You won't see the comments from the previous one. Passwords, you change your password, affiliate ID. That's if you're a partner. This is where you put it in. You're going to put in your email address and then your password. But this is the password that you want to put in here is the password for your BookMe page, for your Book Like a Boss account. And just click save, and that'll hook all that up. And of course, languages, we're in, I think, 7 different languages: English, Dutch, French, German, Italian, only the customer seeing pages and emails, and Spanish. And GDPR compliant, which we are. Keep that on. That means on your orders, if you delete an order, it'll totally delete your client from the system. And so they won't be able to see their information anymore. Sometimes the client will ask you to do that. And custom domain, which really should be out of beta because it works great. You can see I already have it set up. You put in domain name that you want. It could be, you know, book.blab.ws or www.blab.ws, whatever your domain is. Anyway, we have a video shows you how to do it and an article that specifically shows you how to do that. And let me see. Change plan. If you want to upgrade your plan, you can just click on there. need some help, that'll actually, I don't know if that takes to our knowledge base, which Alana is constantly updating. So thank you, Alana. How awesome is Alana? She's really the best, isn't she? Really, every single day she's answering questions. She's going to the Facebook group, right? Every account you can join our Facebook group. We have I think we have 4,800 bosses now in our Facebook group, and people ask questions and they help each other out and get feedback. So definitely join our Facebook group, which is booklikeaboss.com. Sorry, facebook.com/group/blab members only. You'll, from in your dashboard, just click that if you're currently using our system. And I think that is it with what I wanted to go over. I know I went fast in the end just because it's been an hour and 15 minutes since we started, and I wanted to do some Q&A. Wow, I can't believe you're all still here. Fantastic. I'm going to turn my camera back on. How do I do that? Oh, I do that over here. And I'm going to stop sharing. Whew. Shame the kids aren't here. You would like to have seen them. Really cute ones. You know, you always see those videos. The kids come in with, oh, that's the age we're living in now. You know, it's what's going on in the world. But how did I do? Did I do a good job? Did you guys? Did I cover a lot of ground? There were no questions while I was out. Okay, so let me see. Lana sent me a bunch of questions. Let me see if I could go through them. And okay, so before you guys type questions, I'm just going to go through the ones that I have that Alana saved for me. On the products and testimonials, can you delete the more button? You can't delete the more button, but if you don't want to have more than two, if you don't want the more button to show up, oh, you're saying if you only have two testimonials, then there should be no, then the more button won't show up. If you have more than one, oh, meaning you want to show, let's say if you have 5 testimonials, you don't want to have the more at all. You just want to show all 5 testimonials. Okay, so no, that you can't do, but we are looking to show 3 as default, and then if you click more, it'll show all of them. So if you have 10, it'll show 3, and then if you click more, it'll show all 10. That's the improvement we're going to be doing over there soon. Tom asks, how do you connect with other online meeting software? So the only one really integrated with directly is Zoom. These other ones you could create, they give you a link, and what you do is you put it into the emails, right, that I showed you that you could customize the emails, so you could put them in there. So when they get the reminder emails that go out, it'll have, and especially the one right before the meeting, it'll have whatever URLs you have for how they can join you. And that can be, I think that'll work with Live Webinar or Victera. And Alana says she answered question 3 already. Okay, I hope I got it right then. When will subscription automatic billing be available? It's a big project, and there's actually 2 parts there. One is, one part of it is the recurring bookings. So you could book like 5 classes or 5 appointments at a time. That's something that's we're actively developing right now. It's we had to pause it because we wanted to get this one-time events thing out, because there's been a huge demand for that type of thing, for booking webinars and booking Zoom meetings and that type of thing with the countdown clock. But then we're going to carry on with this. I'm hoping we'll have it ready by most likely by May. And then with the billing, it's a little bit more project, but we hope to have that ready by also May, June. But those are at the top of the list, is the shopping cart upgrades and recurring billings. Okay, can we remove more buttons from products? Just have book now. I'm not sure if I understand that question. Can we remove more button from product? Oh, you mean the more info? No, for now, it would have to show both. But you should know, this skin that we have right now, this is the first of many new skins to come. we have plans for dozens of new skins and eventually opening up a marketplace for skins so that people can customize their own skins. Again, this is the vision and dream. We're bootstrapped, so things take a little bit longer than we'd like. But eventually we're going to have different skins for different specific themes and ideas. So you can look out for that coming down the pipeline. Notification email is customizable. No, so right now you can't rewrite, you can add text, but you can't rewrite them, but that is also in our to-do list, let you fully customize the emails. That is something that we're gonna be working on. Please allow integrating into the future custom HTML. So we've had that question about integrating custom HTML, but there were security issues with that, as well as product quality. So I would, so that's not unfortunately, that's not something we have plans to do anytime soon. Okay, that's all the questions I have on WhatsApp. Let me see if you guys have any questions here. Yep. Thank you, Risa. Thank you, guys. Quinn, did I pronounce your name right? I wish I could hear I say it. K. Peter, is it possible to use GDPR consent banner without the integration of opt-ins in Book Like a Boss? Every company should have a cookie consent private policy line. According to the General Data Protection Law, you must receive user consent for use any cookies other than strictly necessary cookies. Unfortunately, opt-in integration in Book Like a Boss does not do this. I would, Peter, I would ask the guys at Popton. They're awesome people. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to ask the guys from Popton. Yes, just does work on our side now. It actually was just upgraded today and went live. As you can see, the logos were updated and just is now working. We're also actually working on becoming HIPAA compliant for those of you in the medical field. We're making steps towards that. Oh, my name is Nachum. I'm a co-founder and CEO, Book Like a Boss. Every video I say, hey, I'm Nachum, I think. Okay, any other questions? Oh, thank you, Quinn. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. This is your first, I hope I made it a good one. Okay, great. Oh, and I'm pronouncing your name correctly? Excellent. Very happy about that. Good. Anybody have any other questions? Listen, you could always reach out in the dash. Okay, John, I'll wait for your question. You can always reach out. The best way to contact support is not through our Facebook contact us. The best thing is either in the Facebook group, you can post questions, or in your dashboard, you'll see a little chat button. That's how you open up a ticket with us. Just click on that. And again, we're a small team, but we try to answer everybody within 24 hours. Although things, as you know, with everybody working from home these days and the kids all being home, well, things have gotten a little slower, but I'm sure everybody understands. How do you add image to the appointment page like you can on products? So on appointments, you can't add images. You can't add images and videos because it's really just meant for a free appointment. But on products and services, you can. That was a good question. Okay. Any other questions? Sorry, John. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Everybody, stay safe. Please stay safe. If you know, hopefully, you know, if you have any more questions, you can definitely contact us. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, everybody, for taking your time and for joining us. Thank you, Alana, for manning the chat. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your feedback. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Alana. Thank you, everybody. Kids can be seen and heard. Thank you, Risa. John, please lose the more button. We're working on it. Okay, guys, thanks so much. See you at the next one.